What's up, everybody? GridBot Guru here, and today what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about a new exchange I have been trying out. It's called BingX, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you around, show you some of the features, why I think it's pretty cool, and why also I think you might like it as well. So before we get started, I just want to say, like, this is an exchange. This is me trying it out. I think it will be interesting. I like it so far. So if there's anything that you have questions about or whatever, feel free to, touch base with me and and I'll try to do my best to answer them as we go. So I was on Twitter, got a message on Twitter a couple weeks ago. Somebody ended up reaching out and they said, "Hey, you're into GridBots. The exchange that I work for, they have GridBots. I think it would be very beneficial to you, and I think that you would enjoy using them." And so they gave me the information. At first, I was like hesitant. I'm like, I don't know. Searched it. Seems all right. I like it. Seems like it's got a pretty big following. So I ended up signing up. I joined. BingX is an exchange, but it also ends up having GridBots, which the individual who was reaching out to me was like, "I see that you do botting, and GridBots, that's my cup of tea." So what I've been doing is I've just kind of been playing around with it for about 2 weeks, and I'm going to kind of show you some of the ins and outs of why I think you will like it. So when you first sign up, you're able to buy crypto just normally. You can just buy it regularly. You can do what's called peer-to-peer trading, which a lot of people end up enjoying, or not enjoying, but liking to do peer-to-peer trading more than actually buying it through the exchange, because usually you can get a coin a little bit cheaper. So if I'm just throwing out random numbers, say Bitcoin is trading at 29,000. If you do peer-to-peer trading, usually you can get it maybe for 28.5, maybe 28. So it's a little bit cheaper than what the typical exchange rate is going. You can also do bank deposits, and you have all of that. Next up, we have markets. And so when you end up going to the markets, you have all of your typical markets. You have your futures, you have your spots, you have new listings. And this is something that's pretty interesting, I think, is that you have coins that have recently been listed, okay? So at this point, I'm pretty sure that everybody has heard of this coin, and how much it has gone up in the last, however long it's been out. It's just going crazy. Or like this one, Bob's gone up 119% in the last 24 hours. So if you have, like, if you're a person and you want to risk it for the biscuit, this might be something that you're interested in. I'm not recommending doing that at all, but I do know people who enjoy doing that. You can go all currencies. So then you have all of the different currencies that you can end up buying through BingX. You have your futures, you have standard futures, you have perps. So if you're not quite for sure exactly on the difference between those two, what I would do is I would recommend you doing some research on those before getting into which one would be better suited for yourself. And there's also different regulations based on on countries. So depending on where you live, you may or may not have that as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip copy trading right now, because that's one that I really want to focus on, because I think that that's really a cool thing. And then you have grid trading as well. So with grid trading, those of you who are not new to my channel and my videos, you probably already know what GridBots are. Those of you who are new to my channels or my channel, it is usually you set a high mark, you set a low mark, and then that you put how much you want to invest. And what it will do is it will break up the investment for you, and you basically will have this giant grid that will trade kind of for you while you're doing your everyday activities. You don't have to watch a chart necessarily, and it is small passive investment. You will not become a millionaire doing it, but you could very well get 10-20% return very, very easily. So that's something that if you are interested in it, I've got a couple other videos on that. I would check them out, and then you can end up seeing if that is something that you are interested in. Now, one of the big things that I'm liking right now is this copy trade. Now, copy trading is a double-edged sword. It is a lot of times people are very quick to get into copy trading, and they see somebody and they are like, you know what, this person has a good return. They go, they follow them, they copy them, and then what ends up happening is that person, whoever they're copying, may have like $5 in the account, and what they do is they just go, they ape in on a coin, and they get an amazing return, and then 3 trades later, they bust. And so people end up getting wrecked because they're not doing the proper research. So with this, I like it because you have a couple different things. The first thing you have is you have a feed. So think of it kind of like Twitter. So you have a feed. You can end up, you can go here. You can end up searching like by a currency. You can post a picture, look at your trading account. You can end up following specific people. So what ends up happening is you can end up following people. You can make comments. So like this person, Crypt Hunter, Matic times 10 long. So they're going and they're giving a pair. They're taking a prediction. They're using leverage, isolated. They're saying entry 981, take profit 1. You can click on. So they're thinking that the top is going to be 102.05. The stop loss is at 9715. And you can see what people are thinking, and you can post different things. So the other side of this is you also have influencers. So like you have Ben Armstrong, BitBoy. So BingX is pulling this from Twitter. Okay, so these are going to be pulled from Twitter, taken from Twitter, and all these people are influencers. So Fear and Greed Index, that's one that a lot of people. Altcoin Daily, they're really big. There's more that are also. So I just read this one actually about BitBoy taking some of his profits from his different meme coins and rolling them into Dino, and I thought that was pretty funny. But you have all of these different influencers who also are able to give you ideas. Now, the part that I'm really, really thinking that people will end up liking is this one where it says copy trading. So actually what I'll do is I will show you the like how to get it. So you can end up getting some people to join your traders. Okay. And what ends up happening, like you have all of this stuff, whatever. But what happens is they end up going over to the copy trader program. And so um, you have, oops, wrong one. You have all of these traders, okay, and you have futures. You also have spot grid traders, okay, which is something that I think I am going to end up doing like a AMA with BingX on, and maybe do like how to do it and kind of get those going a little bit. And what you end up having is you have people who can end up doing some traders who are doing grid bots, and you can copy them. So you can do a futures trader, and you can end up looking up different people. So this person, they have the last 30 days, they're doing 96.59%. They have 43,000 copiers. Their risk is 4. And I'll talk a little bit about these numbers in a bit. And you can end up looking at some of these people, and you can end up like rising stars, like people, hey, this person is starting to, this risk is a little high. Okay, 5 and a 5, that's a little much, but I'll show you, and I'll show you kind of what those look like here. I'll show you on mine. So if you are interested and you want to end up following me, I will do some grid trading soon, I believe. Right now I'm playing with futures and seeing how that goes, and it's doing well. So if you just end up searching for GridBot, you're going to end up seeing my name come up. Right now I'm focused on getting small wins. So what I end up doing is I'm using futures, and I'm getting just small wins. I like to say I like to get base hits. So those of you who end up watching baseball, play baseball, base hits will win baseball games. You don't always have to hit a home run. You don't always have to hit a grand slam. Sometimes the base hits are what it gets you the wins. So currently, right now, and you can look this up on anyone's account, and that's really a cool thing, I think, because you can end up looking up. So I have about $1,000 in my account. I have one person who is copying my trades, and I've talked to him a little bit. He has said that he can kind of set it up to copy exactly, and there are different options on how to copy. The only reason I know who it is because it's one of my buddies, and he let me know. Other than that, it gives me like the first 2 of your email and the last 2 of your email, and then stars everything else out. So I don't know who anybody really is. But I've got him, so his profit is $2.58 so far. My total profit right now is $73.76, and that's in the last 30 days. So I'm 12% up. My risk is 2, and so you end up having a risk level as 1 through 9, and it's updated every 30 minutes, and that's based on the last 30 days. So I try to keep my risk relatively low, and what I want to do again is just hit base hits. And so if you keep going, it gives you ideas of what the trader actually does. So I have this is, right now I have a win rate of 93%, 130 transactions, 121, 9 are losing, 121 are winning. My average profit is about 2.82%, which is about $1.04. And then my average loss on those 9 losses is 3.84. You know, a lot of those happened in the beginning when I was trying to figure some stuff out. It happens. So I'm not going to complain about it. Talks a little bit about when the last time your trading was, how many trading like weekly, and it also talks your coins. So I like INJ. Um, that's my go-to coin. It moves incredibly, and so that's one that I end up um, trading quite a bit. Risk assessment. So you can see this this week is one I just signed up there. So this one I have a risk of 1. This was a risk of 2, another risk of 2, a risk of 2. So that's where my risk of 2 comes in. My performances. So this week I ended up getting $10.61. This one was $36.90. This one I had a $1.26 loss. And you can go through all of these, and I think that's what sets BingX apart. So, so for copiers, that's all I see. That's what I can end up seeing. So this individual had no idea who it is if he didn't tell me. Let's see what else. So here's some of my returns. So usually I try to go for about I will say 3% profit per trade. Couple times I'll get a little bit higher. So we got a 12% right there, which, hey, whatever. It was 47 cents. I'm not stressing over it. I mean, like I said, it's base hits, and that's the key for me. And so current positions, I don't have any current positions, but you can look this up on anybody. So if you end up going back and you look up, if I just go back to the whole copy trading and go to look up anybody, so this NASDAQer, I can look up his stats or her stats, I'm not sure, and you can end up seeing that their risk is 4. Their win ratio is 67%, which is still pretty good. Average profit is a little over 400% or $400, a little over 450, 466. Average loss is 529. One thing you might want to make sure you're watching for, though, is how much they have in their account. So he's got 12 grand in his account currently that he's trading with. So that would be something you might want to also take note in. So anyway, I think it's cool. BingX is very, very interesting. I think that giving the option and the opportunity to copy other individuals, again, if you're interested in copying some of my my trades, go look up GridBot Guru. You'll find me. You can copy me. If nothing else, you can follow me and see what I'm doing. And I've been posting here and there on there and just playing around with it. I really like it. I think you guys will as well, especially since you are using GridBots on here also. So if you have any inkling to go ahead and sign up with this, click the link below. I'm going to leave a link there so you can end up signing up. Oh, and that's the other thing I didn't talk about. You can profit. So whatever profit you make, the person you're copying gets 10%. So, and it's weekly. So I would end up getting, so out of this $2.58, I would get 25 cents. That's the benefit of me being a good trader, is I do get paid 10% of your weekly profits. And obviously if you don't profit, I don't get paid. So there you have it. So anyway, I did post a link below. Sign in there, click that link. If you have questions, message me. I'm on Telegram. I'm on Discord. Find me, message me. You got my email, gridbotguru@gmail.com. Find me, message me, And as always, everybody, do not trade with funds that you must have tomorrow. Again, if you are relying on crypto to pay for your light bill, your gas, your whatever, don't do it. Don't invest. Okay, crypto literally it could potentially go to zero at any point in time, or it could take you 2 months to get out of the hole that you're in. So do not trade with money that you must have tomorrow. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, as always, I hope you guys all have a great week trading and want you guys to stay green. I'll see you next time.